Hey there. So, I recently dived into the nitty-gritty of planning and managing client access and authentication in Exchange Online, for Exchange Online, and I figured I'd share my insights with you. It's a crucial part of setting up and securing an email system, and trust me, the tech behind it is fascinating. You've probably used email on countless devices and platforms, right? Well, Exchange Online, which is essentially a cloud-based platform, makes this interaction smoother and more secure. It's all about managing who gets access to what, how they get in, and how they authenticate without constantly needing to remember passwords. Now, let's get our heads around the concept of client access. Imagine we have tons of devices across our organization: desktops, laptops, phones, tablets, emails, smart speakers, and even IoT devices. The idea here is to make sure that only authorized users can access our Exchange Online inbox so that our emails are safe and organized. This includes access to shared mailboxes, resources like mailbox attachments, and external email systems too. We need to protect against data breaches, and that's where the modern authentication technique using OAuth 2.0 comes into play. Modern authentication's a game changer, my friend. This allows users to sign in with something they already have, like a Microsoft account login or even a smart card. It ensures that the person trying to access Exchange Online is indeed them, because they have the specific device or app that we've authorized. It also means they can sign out from their device, preventing unauthorized access. It's secure, it's convenient, and it keeps our system more manageable from a user experience perspective. Now, about OAuth 2.0, that's an essential part of modern authentication where you get temporary tokens instead of permanent credentials. These tokens grant access to applications, and Exchange Online uses them to let users and apps interact securely. Imagine getting a guest pass that grants temporary access to a building for specific services. That's what OAuth does for accessing Exchange Online services temporarily and specifically. Now, to ensure the best user experience with the least amount of friction and the highest level of security, it's vital to set the right delegated identities when it comes to Exchange Online client access management. In a nutshell, delegated identities are like having a trusted friend borrow your car keys. The friend knows where they're going, and you're secure in the fact they're not misusing the keys. Similarly, Exchange Online uses delegated identities to grant access to shared mailboxes in exchange for the highest possible level of trust. But the real beauty here is how you manage and adjust these access levels. This is not a one-size-fits-all solution. As a senior architect or IT professional, you constantly tweak and fine-tune these settings, balancing between ease of use and security. It's not a set-and-forget situation. You have to keep an eye on permissions and revoke them when necessary. And that also means staying on the top of user sign-in activity and access requests to promptly adjust the flow of client connections, ensuring the integrity and the security of your inboxes and resources. Now, imagine the scale of this task: tens of thousands of users, hundreds of devices types, and you've got to make sure everything is set up correctly for each combination. That's where best practices come into play. By following the best practices for client access and authentication in Exchange Online, you can streamline the setup process and keep things secure without breaking a sweat. Setting up client access to work well with mobile devices, for example, is all about using conditional access policies and adaptive authentication. This way, the user is asked to authenticate at the right time, in the right place, under the right threat conditions such as multiple sign-on attempts and from devices not recognized as trusted. This approach minimizes disruption while maintaining email security which, when done right, offers a seamless email experience that enhances collaboration within the team. Moreover, there's always the possibility of integrating machine learning and AI to predict potential security threats, manage access permissions, and provide real-time insights. This helps in early detection of suspicious activities, ensuring the best possible protection for your organization's email assets while enhancing productivity and user satisfaction. In the end, what comes down to is that well-planned and managed client access and authentication in Exchange Online not only secures our email exchanges but also fosters trust within our organization. By providing robust access control, we empower our users to do their jobs more efficiently while feeling secure. Oh, I mustn't forget to mention the joy of customizing the entire authentication experience to align with our corporate branding makes the interaction feel like home even when using a cloud service. So, I hope through this walkthrough, you've got a peek into what it takes to master client access and authentication in Exchange Online. Remember, it's not just about the end goal of having a secured, reliable email system. It's about the continuous management, monitoring, and adjusting required to achieve this. For anyone wanting to take up a task like this, it's vital to leverage resources that guide through Exchange Online's capabilities, be it online articles, forums, or white papers. And remember, it's a collaborative effort to ensure a secure and effective email system. Lastly, if you are eager for more insights on how to tackle these challenges and explore cloud architectures in general, make sure to visit neeraj.quizlab.io and subscribe for more. Happy to help with your tech journey.